I rise on this sad occasion to ask that we adjourn in memory of my uncle, Donald C. Jansen, of both Decatur and Huntsville, Alabama. He passed away as a true patriot would pass away on July 4, just this past weekend. He's survived by my aunt, his wife of 71 years. My Uncle Don was 94 years old. He was the proud parent. He and my Aunt Dorothy, their legacy endures through their children and grandchildren. The proud parents of Jill Sharon and her husband David Sharon, who were the parents of Julie and Shelley. His son Stephen and his son's wife Marcy, the parents of Eric, Brian, and Laura, and their youngest daughter Joy, her husband Doug, the parents of Allison, Aaron, and Jessica. In addition, they also had 8 great-grandchildren. He was born in Cincinnati, the oldest son, the patriarch of our family, the son of Marie and my grandfather, Rudolph Jansen, an immigrant from the Netherlands. He attended the University of Cincinnati and received his master's degree in economics from the University of Chicago. He spent his career both teaching as well as with General Electric in Louisville, Kentucky, and Decatur, Alabama. He and my aunt may be the only 2 Democrats in Decatur, Alabama. Sadly, one of them is now gone. He served in the Merchant Marine during World War II on ships that provided cover for the convoys going back and forth between here and Europe, and then transitioned to the Navy. And I recall as a very young boy opening his sea locker and smelling diesel and asking him, why do I smell this diesel? It was because he was on submarines, and that diesel had basically had been part of his uniforms. He had a keen sense of humor and also had a keen curiosity. I visited them 9 years ago in Decatur, and I remember when he was about 85 years old, I asked my aunt whether my uncle had any issues, and she said he irritated her continually because he would take his bicycle and ride to the town, and he'd be gone all day. And she'd have to call the library and have him sent home because he'd ride around town, then he'd go to the library and spend several hours. When I'm 85 years old, I want my wife to call the library and ask for me to ride my bicycle home. He's going to be remembered for a long time. His legacy, as I said, is in his children and his grandchildren, and he will be missed dearly. Members, I ask that we adjourn his memory today.